What's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerd Castle. Today in the world of indie games, we are diving into the Steam Next Fest, so I figured I would start with the demo that I was most excited about checking out, which is Chernobylite 2. There's a few other demos that I'm very hyped about, but there's a lot of work to get done. We're probably going to spend the next week or two going over Steam Next Fest demos, so let's get on into it. This is the sequel to the original Chernobylite, which was a lot like Metro or Stalker. This time around, I played like the first 30 minutes of this demo, and it's much more of an RPG this time around, but it takes place in a sort of Stalker-esque Chernobyl zone, where they found a crystal that they're now using to change the world because it harnesses unfathomed power. We're going to play the game for the next 25 or 30 minutes. We're going to see if it's something you wanted to add to your coveted wish list or not, and hopefully along the way we have a good time and I'm able to tell you the things I like, tell you the things that I don't like as we get further on into the demo, and hopefully that'll help you refine whether or not this is a game for you. The link is down below, but let's dive on into it, because if this is anything like the first game, there's probably going to be a lot of dialogue and whatnot that we've got to get through. Okay, I know there's going to be dialogue and stuff that we're going to have to get through, so let's get after it right now.
What is Chernobylite? A highly radioactive crystal? An infinite energy source? An alien parasite? God? Chernobylite gave us free energy, teleportation, human augmentation, but also massive unemployment. We became actors, playing parts assigned by those controlling the green crystals. Even former thugs like me need to fit in to survive. But is such a life, Chernobylite life, worth living?
I like to imagine there's a guy down at street level just being like, I'm admiring the sky, and then all of a sudden a cigarette butt just lands right inside of his retina, just perfect. Sorry, honey, I'm gonna be home late. Got a hole burned in my retina by flying tobacco.
Message received from Megan Gray. You may view and respond to it at any time on your smart display.
Okay, I was gonna doom scroll for 4 to 5 hours on my iPad first. Do you think it can wait, or is this something we need to take care of right now? If my day is out of order, I can't settle properly.
Oi, love. Know you're busy, so I'll keep it short. Hey, best of luck on your first day at work. Dress sharp, make a good impression, and remember, whatever happens, this blasted Chernobylite won't be the end of us. Little princess adores you. I love you too. Get through this together. Stay strong.
End of message. Would you like to leave a reply?
No! I return your affection with apathy! Wonder if that's gonna have an effect on the storyline later on in the game. Like, she's gonna be hella mad at me because I didn't return her. Like, if this is anything like the first game, it's got all kinds of interdimensional and, like, time travel and stuff. And so, there's a real possibility that I'm gonna disappear for, like, a year, and then it's all just gonna be a mess. I'm gonna grab all my stuff for work, and we're going to go ahead and throw it on. The game comes with full equipment menu this time around, which I think it just had like guns and stuff in the first game. This time around you've got armor and whatnot, sort of playing into the RPG vibe that the game is going for.
Please use it to commence your training in the Kozlov's Training Center.
Okay. When they install this thing in your house, do you get like a lifetime supply of Surge? Because that was like one of the greatest sodas ever made. There's only one place where you can still get Surge. It's a Chuck E. Cheese that's near my house. I don't know how they still have Surge, but they still have Surge. All these years later, they've got a Surge fountain. I don't know. I thought it was discontinued. I don't know if they just have like an industrial supply of it in the back of the Charles Cheese, but...
Welcome to NAO's training ground. Identify yourself, recruit.
Cole Gray, sir.
State your age, previous occupation, residency, and marital status.
I'm 38. I'm worked as a security consultant in London. My current residency is in Kiev. I'm married with a child, and look, is this really necessary? Surely you know all that already.
No sweat, Gray. It's just for the red type. Bureaucrats, right?
Right. What's next in my schedule?
Sergeant Koslov is supervising training on the Central Square. She's going to tell you what's what. I appreciate you putting on the full hazmat suit, but feel free to take off the helmet now. It's safe around here. Now go find Sergeant Koslov. Good luck.
I'm gonna take off my helmet. It seems like it's gonna be really sweaty, and before I left the house, I forgot to brush my teeth, and it's really unpleasant. It's really unpleasant in here. So I'm just gonna take it off real quick. How do I get this guy's outfit? He's got like a laser pointer on his head. He's got a way cooler outfit than I do. He looks bulletproof. How do I get to be bulletproof? What kind of gun do you have? Man, everybody's got cooler stuff than me. All right, where am I going? We got to follow the green arrow. The nice thing is the green arrow is still visible even when I have my iPad all nice and tucked away. So, let's head on over here.
Cole Gray, right? I'm Sergeant Gleb Kozlov. Been waiting for you. Congratulations on your new job. I'm impressed. You were in the top 3 on the list of candidates for the Planewalker program.
I did my best.
You've obviously been through a lot. You wouldn't be here if you hadn't. Just like the rest of us. Kozlov's training center is supposed to prepare you physically and mentally for the role of Planewalker before medical procedures turn you into one. But since we still have some time, do you have any questions, Gray? I'm your superior, but as Planewalkers, we're all equal here. Feel free to ask.
I think... Let's just do it, because I've already done the training on my own time, so I don't have to bore you guys with tutorials.
With different fighting techniques and choose which one suits you best.
Well, can I use them all?
As you were told during the recruitment process, there are a few classes of Planewalkers, like Eliminators, strong and skilled in melee combat. Emissaries, agile, fast, and dodgy types, with a good eye and shooter's stable arm. Or scientists, who use their intellect and knowledge. They're trained to use Chernobylite-modified advanced weapons. You are here to train and eventually decide what class you want the genetic modifications to turn you into.
I know who I am.
Splendid. Our medical unit will take care of your transmutation. Ugly thing, but we all have to get through it. But before that, you need to decide if you feel better as an eliminator, emissary, or a scientist. Or maybe you want something in between? This is important, because the MAT team will make sure that the genetic modification target the skills specific for your preferred class.
You said it only happens once, so the decision shall be final.
Usually, no. However, a handful of the Planewalkers experienced an unusual phenomenon where they were able to connect with their counterparts from another dimension, gaining their skills. The phenomenon remains largely unexplained. We still try to learn what makes them do that. If I were you, I'd make the decision wisely anyway.
Alright, I made up my mind.
Welcome to the ranks of elite warriors. I have no doubt you'll accomplish incredible things.
Yes, I'm fine with leading. I did the training already. So at this point in the game, we get to pick what class we want to play as. You can be an eliminator. That's the guy with the big beat stick that just like murders stuff by destroying it and mushing it into a fine paste. You can be like recon, which is somewhere in between melee and ranged. You can be an emissary. It's all about shooting. And you can be a technician, which is kind of like a ranged guy with some magic. You can be a scientist, which is the magic guy. And then you can also be kind of a spell sword that crosses over melee and also magic. I like the idea of recon. That sounds pretty sick to me. So let's do recon. I mean, she looks the coolest. I'm all about aesthetics. So like, I got to go with the person that has the cool hood. Let's be a recon.
What? What the fuck? Hello?
That's it, Mr. Black. Relax. Breathe. You're back with us. Minor confusion, as expected.
Black? I think you're mistaking me with someone else.
Yeah, dude. My name is clearly the much lighter shade of black known as gray.
Together, you train them up, teach them everything they need to know. Already in place. And then you quit.
So if you're familiar with the first game, this is like the infinite roads that connect everything between all the realms.
When I leave here today, I don't want to see you again. I don't want to even hear your name. My father's technology will progress under my guidance, but you will have absolutely nothing to do with it.
It's kind of like a crystal walkway that you use. Teleportation in this game is basically you walk through a gate, and then you're in this place, and there's other openings that cause you to come out other places on Earth, other dimensions, all kind of stuff. It gets very complicated. The first game explains it all.
To step into the realm of human memories and thoughts. Into the real world. Ariadna can recreate this echo in a fractal VR simulation. There's nothing outlandish about it.
Look, I get it. I do. It's your life's work. But just think about it. For Ariadna to work, you need a power source that doesn't exist yet. Perhaps one that cannot be found on Earth.
Okay, another problem you have is that it looks like your computer is blue screened out on you right there, so you're dealing with some kind of low-level OS corruption, maybe you've got a bad hard drive with some kind of smart failure. You really should go and, like, diagnose that real quick, but it's probably getting in the way of scientific advancement.
Precisely what to expect. New types of weapons, medicine, a new means of transportation.
All of the above and more. You can tell your precious investors that the millions they're pouring into our project will come back to them as billions.
What if I only have like $25? What would my return on investment be then?
I am God.
I don't want to walk into that, but I know the game's going to make me do it.
Chernobylite. I almost stopped noticing this strange sensation running through my veins. Almost.
Warning. There's an 85% chance of confrontation with Chernobylite corrupted feral humanoids.
Okay, cool. Thanks for the warning. Do you have any suggestions for how I should deal with that? So I've got a lightsaber? Okay, all right. I like lightsabers. What's up with my gun? Can you break out my gun real quick? Okay, fair enough. This game is in third person. The first game was entirely in first person. I don't know why they decided to adapt it and take it over to third person, but that's exactly what they did for this game. And so are these like guys that I need to be worried about? It looks like I can creep around, although that crouch animation's goofy. All right, are these guys hostile? I mean, they're lighting up red. I'm gonna shoot him. There we go, I'm gonna drop that one. It's almost got like a little bit of the Division feeling to it. There we go, fan him down.
If I opened up my veins. A source of unimaginable strength. My burden. My salvation. I've been traveling through parallel worlds for 6 months now. It's been surreal.
Can I loot the dead guys? I have questions. Like, do these guys have little inventories that I can loot from? No. It's a survival game. I killed them. That means I get their stuff. I get their beans. That's how this works. They have a can of beans. I have murdered them. I now get all of their cans of beans. That's how this always functions. I'm beanless. Alright, let's carry on forward. There's a couple more over here. I'm not really trying to sword fight guys that I can just shoot from a mile away. I don't know. I don't see the utility of having a sword in a world where I can mag dump you with 5.56 from 200 yards away.
I killed people. At least I think they were people. There was something off about them. Twisted faces. Bared teeth. They didn't feel real.
They do have a certain snork-like vibe, don't they? I didn't really take a look at them till just now, but what happens if I take off my helmet? Do I die, like, instantly? Nothing bad happens? Okay. I didn't know if I needed my rebreather or whatever right now. So it gives me shield. So armor in this game is going to provide me with shield. All right. Let's keep zapping down some of these dudes. Man, that muzzle spread. Am I getting XP or anything for this? Sir? I'm going to need you to stop it.
Chernobylite is, how it affects everything, and how it affects me.
This doesn't feel like the time when we should be pondering that. It feels like it's a foregone conclusion that we're in it now, and we should stop worrying about all these existential questions and just focus on the fact that everybody is shooting guns at us and wants us to die. They're not even dropping ammo or anything.
Sometimes not knowing is bliss. I can still feel myself. I just have to hold on to that for a little longer.
Okay, are any of these buildings, like, open to the public? Oh my god, I'm being irradiated. Okay, that's what a Geiger counter sounds like. I have just absorbed some very serious Rontgen. Alright, let's swap to our tablet. It looks like we're doing some kind of analysis or something.
Chernobylite deposits are suitable for extraction. Sending the data to Harvester.
Ray, I need to hear your report.
Oh. I was like, where is he talking to me from? I didn't know where the Moshi Moshi button was where I could, like, pick up my phone and be like, hey, what's going on, man? Yeah, my voicemail's full. I know. I need to clear it on out. I just haven't gotten around to it yet. All right.
I've reviewed the scan, Gray. Solid data. But I'd like to know your own assessment.
Oh, it actually references our stats. We'll have to go through that. So I'm too stupid to answer this question the way that that is implying right there. We've got survivability. Corrupted took over parts of the zone. We've got cunning. Tell Simonov it's one of the hard ones. I'll go with this one right here.
Is it still safe enough to mine?
I think so. A few kilometers from here, you should find a suitable landing spot.
I trust your gut, Cole. Good job, as always. Anyway, your work here is done. Get your ass back to the Harvester. I've got some more things I'd like to discuss with you.
Bye. See you later. What's these yellow zones over here? Like, what are these? What do these do? Like, is there any reason for me to investigate these yellow areas? Oh, it's like irradiated spots. It marks them for me. Okay. Like, usually when you've got, like, a yellow AoE zone inside of a video game, it means that it wants you to search around and look inside of there for, like, a point of interest or something else. I also lost a little bit of health.
Questions were at my fingertips, whether I wanted to know or not.
Okay. It's convenient that they left me a portal right there. Why didn't I just come through that one?
You lost your job and our home all because of some cussed brain crystal! Just a bloody battery! And now you've gone and turned into it yourself? Giving up your humanity? Is this what you call protecting us?
You're confused, my boy. Disturbed. The Chernobylite is messing with your head. But I can help you.
Like, would you rather, you know, not have your family or not have your family but also get superpowers?
I've suffered long enough.
Welcome on board the Harvester, Planewalker Cole Gray. Take your time to settle in. Once you're ready, Sergeant Kozlov would like a word.
Alright, I'll go. Are we in space right now? Where are we right now? Hold on, I need to go look out of a window. I need to find some kind of frame of reference for where I am. Oh, sick, dude. So we're like up inside sort of like an airship or something. Okay. And that definitely has like a very Eastern European Chernobyl-y look to it, so I'd figure we're probably over the zone right now, right?
We're going to hit next. The Chernobylite purity is off the charts over there.
I'm not really trusting the reports anymore. The world my team harvested last month was supposed to be rich as fuck.
Let's go see if we can find the boss man over here. Like, maybe he'll be able to set me on my path. Is there a door back here or anything? Maybe he's on the other side of this wall. Looks like our man's down the elevators, so let's just elevate.
A special address from the NAR director, Professor Simonov, will begin shortly.
Professor Whatnov?
We will soon begin a reclamation of a brand new Chernobylite world. Get ready for another... Wait, what's going on? That's impossible. This shouldn't have happened. Perhaps we can still salvage the situation.
All crew of the Harvester proceed immediately to evacuation pods. This is not a drill.
Kind of glad I left my helmet on, dude. I don't know how thin the air is up here. Can I get through that gap? Like, where are we trying to go right now? Open by force with a strength of 15. They're really pulling out like the Fallout references here. Okay. Oh. I thought it was going to be like an animation of me taking both hands and like prying the door open. Okay. Well, let's just head out. You okay, killer, or are you dead? I don't see breathing. I think she's dead. Alright, so we got dead people laying around. Our multi-billion-dollar interdimensional vessel is falling apart. Hey, what's up, buddy?
What the hell is going on? Are we under attack?
Thank God you're here, Cole. My escape pod. I need to...
Calm down, Koslov. Breathe in. Breathe out. Again. Good. Feeling better?
I got hit with some shrapnel. Do you have any healing serum on you?
Well, I don't have any healing serum, but through the power of friendship, I can tell him he's gonna be okay, and it will magically be so.
Thank you. You seem to know what you're talking about. Now, go to the escape pod. I got this.
If he dies, it's gonna be so funny.
And locate Semenov if you can. He'll know what to do. Go! What are you waiting for?
Yeah, sure, man. Off to the escape pod.
Have I sold my body and soul, only to die on some distant plane? One thing I know. I see my family again. Even if I have to rise from the dead.
Door malfunction. Backup power fail. Manual override fail.
I don't think Gleb made it. It's feeling unlikely at this moment. That was a big explosion.
Vitals critical, inducing hypersleep to maintain essential life functions.
If I'm ever inside an ancient abandoned life pod, I want to be in like the most grotesque, gnarly position ever so that I'm interesting to find by whatever adventurer does it later on.
Planewalker's waking up. Get your freaking tools, Luca. We're going to get them out.
This doesn't look good. We're out of time.
Igor said the cloaking should last at least half an hour. We're good.
Okay, this power hammer is top of the line. It will do the job. Oh, shit. We've got to run.
I feel like you had time to power hammer at least once. Alright, find my way through a crystal maze. I gotta get out of... Oh, God. Okay. Okay, don't like that.
Emergency life support system off. Vitals are holding steady. The surrounding environment is not safe. Vacate it immediately and seek shelter.
Okay. Well, I've got my gun, but I've only got like one magazine left after this one, so we're gonna have to kind of like take it easy on this. Is there anything around that I can get after? Like, can I scan or anything to find resources or maybe a stray bullet or two? There's a treasure chest right here. Let's treasure chest it up. High energy material, fabric material. Does that just go into my... Okay, so we've got a healing serum, we've got 50 bullets, we've got gasoline, and then we've also got fabric. All right, what other menus are in here? We've got like our attributes. Okay. We've got our vitals. Apparently our bloodstream can get irradiated. We have heart health. It's affected by killing human beings. Okay. Like, do I have to have very specific, like, drugs or something to fix these various problems? It's interesting that we've got all these different meters to mine. We've got skill trees over here for 3 different factions. Mutants, scientists, and mercenaries. We've got a map. We've got our reputation with factions that I don't think we've even met yet. That might have been the lady that was out front, though. I don't know. Let me break out my gun real quick. I mean, I guess I have my sword. But I think I'd still really prefer to shoot things from like 40 or 50 feet away rather than stab them. Where am I trying to go right now? We're going this way. Okay. Is there anything back this way that's going to be useful? It looks like there is indeed something useful over here. What's inside the chest? A crystal axe, high damage ammo, radioactive materials, and $10. Not a bad chest. At least I can get a coffee or something now if we ever find our way back to civilization. As I understand it, these crystals are worth a lot, and it looks like we landed on a mountain of them, so... Can we just plant a flag and say that it's ours? We now own the deed to the crystal field? Oh, look, levitating magic sticks.
Predatory biological entities detected. Remain vigilant.
Uh-huh. I don't see him. Do I still have my flashlight? Kinda. It's not a very good flashlight. Honestly, I think it just makes things worse. Can I loot anything over here? Like, is any of this scannable or usable? Nothing's coming up just yet. I would like it if you still had the little radar HUD on screen while you're in third-person mode. I just heard something off to our right. I don't know what it is, but it's over there. Hey, treasure chest back here, too. High-speed ammo, chemical material, and $12. Is the high-speed ammo what I need for my rifle? It is. Okay, so I want the high-velocity rounds. Some clipping on his jacket right there, unless it's supposed to be torn. I think it's supposed to be torn. Never mind. I noticed some clipping on the models earlier while they were doing some of the cinematics and, like, the conversations and whatnot. Oh, hey, what's up, man? That one was significantly sturdier than everything I've killed before. I can search his body, though. Hey, he's got ammo. It replaced the bullets that I used up on him. It took me about 15 shots to drop him, so I'll take it. Some's off to our left. There he is. Another one bites the dust. We are getting XP for these kills, so we're going to have, like, level ups and everything. It's a big departure from the previous game. Like, it's entirely different. It's almost like they decided to make Chernobylite inside of, like, a candy-coated Division-style shell, but I guess we don't really have a cover system or anything yet either. Oh, he was right above me. All right, well, I got 68 bullets. I'm feeling better about this whole thing. I've got, like, 3 magazines. That should be enough to get me out of here. Let's keep on chugging up the hill. In no way right now am I going in the proper direction, but there may be more treasures and stuff around here that we can greedily stuff into our backpack. I got some mushrooms, so radioactive mushrooms, dead guy over there. Another chest with more ammo for the rifle. That's good. Can I search this guy? No blood splash effect when you shoot them on the ground either. Bummer. Any more that I can take down from my eagle-eyed perch? Doesn't look like it. Let me break out the scanner real quick. I do think that the transition between these two modes is a little jarring. Like, I feel like you could do all of these functions from just inside the third-person mode without having to have the transition. Like, all the scanning and everything else. In fact, it feels pretty, like, standard place for that kind of thing to work. I don't know. Let's keep chugging down the hill, I guess. Objective's off to the right. What you got for me, buddy? Let me get inside those pockets. A crystal axe. And ammo. Is the crystal axe like a thing that I can equip? Oh, it is. It does 35 melee damage compared to the 20 that my sword does. Alright. We'll throw that on real quick. It's kind of goofy looking. Like, it looks like something a He-Man bad guy would wield, but, like, we're not going for style right now. We're going for function. I understand. Another treasure chest back here. I'm going to grab that real quick. Hey, more ammo for the rifle is always a good thing. I'm a big fan of mag dumping people. That's one of my long-held, long-standing beliefs, is that if something is hostile, it gets the entire magazine. That's it. You just keep firing until the gun goes click. Doesn't matter if he's already down. Doesn't matter if he's writhing. Just keep shooting, dude. Cables? Yeah, I'll take those. Oh my god. Okay. Nope, don't like that. Get out of crouch mode. Get out of crouch mode. Oh my god, run away. I think we got them all. Okay. A little bit of ammo. It says I gotta repair something over here. I think this panel or whatever. Where'd the rest of them go down? I actually did a pretty good job getting rid of them. Alright. A little bit. Why would he have gasoline on him? That's such a weird thing for him to have. Hiking boots, though, dude. Like some Merrills? Yeah, we can do... Oh, my psyche is low? Why is my psyche low? So I guess these are shoes that are specifically only for mentally stable people, and I am far too mentally unstable to be allowed to wield them right now. I can't wear my super fun jogging shorts or anything. Let's go back over here and scan this thing. Alright, so execution of power redirection requires 10 cunning. Did that do anything? I bet this gun turns on and it vaporizes all of them, and then you don't have to fight them. It's got kind of like a... You know, honestly, the vibe that I'm getting, weirdly enough, is that whoever made this liked Alpha Protocol. I don't know why that's the thing that's coming to mind right now, but there's so many skill checks and whatnot that we've hit already just in our short amount of time with the game, combined with the semi-wonky gameplay. Like, the voice acting's fine, but like the weird lip syncing and everything else, and kind of like the outlandish storyline that they're playing around with, it kind of reminds me of Alpha Protocol for some weird reason. But that's fine, because I loved Alpha Protocol as long as I was playing pistols. But, like, you know.
I've been wondering if that quirky duo could get you out of your coffin. Apparently, you managed on your own. Good for you. I'm sure you have a lot of questions, Planewalker. Perhaps I can answer at least some of them, sending you the coordinates to my lab. I suggest you pick up the pace. Nights in the zone can be dangerously unforgiving.
Okay. Got a radioactive zone off to our left, so I definitely don't want to go that way. Was there anything I could scan out over here? Yeah, there's loot over here. At least a couple things. Ooh, this one's glowing gold. I have 15 strength, and I need 20 strength to pry it open. Okay, so we're not getting that. But I will take the fuel canister. And then what is this little pip over here? Oh, it's just like a random little piece of pickup loot. Okay, so there's just like loose stuff laying around all over the place. I definitely wish I still had the minimap up while I was in third-person mode. I find myself like wanting to avoid the sort of jarring transition. A leather bag? Can I equip that? Like, do I have like a backpack slot? Oh, it's just like vendor trash. Okay, so I can sell my super awesome Gucci bag to somebody once we find a place where somebody actually wants to buy my stuff. Maybe I'll rock out in first-person mode then while we're looking around. Lots of frame chuggies going on, too. It says there's something over here, but like... Okay, so he's over there. I don't know, like... Oh, there it is. All right, industrial material. Does he see me? I feel like it's possible that he sees me. You got anything good? I just need your stuff, bro. That's it. That's all that I need. Hit me with that stem. Yeah, right to the kidney. Dude, can you imagine? That would hurt so bad if you had like an instant regenerative serum, but you had to inject it straight into your kidney. That would hurt like hell. Like, I don't even know if a kidney has pain receptors, but I think it does, because I've been punched in the kidney, and that really hurts. So, like, it just feels like that'd be really, really unpleasant. On top of that, like, you think to yourself that normally you want your kidney to not have a giant needle hole in it. That might actually mess with its efficiency or, like, its ability to do its job, doing whatever the hell a kidney does. Crashed up truck.
This piece of junk is slowing you down. Leave it.
No, it cost me 2 bottles of a very good moonshine. Oh, God damn you and your escapades, Sonya. What about your deal with the old man?
We tried. The rest is up to him. Now run before the Chernobylite fallout catches up with us.
So you guys aren't going to mind if I just borrow some of your stuff over here. Because I am pretty low on ammunition, so I'm just gonna borrow your 15 bullets and then hopefully that's fine. Do I need to do anything with the truck? Luca's sword. Ooh. What does Luca's sword do? It does 30 damage? Mine does 35. Is it like faster or something? It doesn't look faster. It looks big and beefy. Oh, there's so many of them over there. Where am I trying to go right now? I'm trying to go this way? Alright, let's just stay out of that. That over there, I don't know that I have the ammo to actually make that happen. So we'll start hiking in this direction. Hopefully find something useful along the way. Go into first-person mode and, like, throw off a scan every now and again. But I'm not going to be out here trying to traipse around picking up every mushroom and every other tiny, ridiculous thing that I can either. Mostly interested in, like, the treasure chests and things. Downed radioactive helicopter over there. If I get some better radiation protection or something, I could probably go up and investigate it, but... yeah, you can. Okay. A fresh medical herb. Yep, just like in real life. That's where medicine comes from. You just walk through the woods and you pick up any random weed, and then you grind it up into a fluid and inject it straight into your eye hole, and then you're perfectly fine. Everything's okay. Oh, that one's got a gun. They've never had a gun before. This time around, they definitely had a gun. Is this irradiated? No. Only if we go inside. What's this guy got? Hey, more ammo for my rifle. I don't have enough psyche to destabilize that and get inside, but I'm guessing there's probably something good in there. Something that we likely want. Yeah, there's a treasure chest inside of there. I'm gonna go around the radiation zone. I don't know. that draw anything else? It did. It drew a great many things in. Well, hopefully they got ammo on them. If they don't have ammo on them, this is about to be a real dry magazine. A little bit of ammo right there. Sometimes the reload animation feels like it doesn't fully go through, but maybe I'm just like interrupting it by doing stuff. Another one. Woo! He curved the bullet like it was wanted. Mag dump him. Oh, that one looks bigger. Woo. There we go. Through my peerless precision, I have managed to survive. I got one magazine left, so I thought the number on the right was my ammo in reserve. No, that's just the total amount of bullets I have left, so that's all kinds of bad. I don't know if I can swap ammo types. They haven't really gone over that just yet. Canister and a can of paint. There's another thing over here, too. Paint thinner. I had a buddy who was, like, crazy blind because when he was a kid, there was a open can of paint thinner up on a top shelf in his garage, and he was like trying to get something off the shelf. I forget what it was. He told me the story in high school. I forget what it was, but he was trying to get something and knocked it off all over his face and got paint thinner in his eyes. And so he always had like super bad eyesight for like the rest of his life. So the moral of the story here is if you have kids in the house, maybe don't have open cans of paint thinner on high shelves next to things that they want to grab. It just seems like a solid precautionary note. Because little kids at all times are trying to murder themselves. That's called being a small child. They are in a persistent state of trying to die all the time. I've got nieces and nephews. They do stuff all the time when I'm like, why would you do that? Like, are you actively trying to die right now? And they're like, I don't know. And I'm like, I don't know what to do for you here, kid. Logic would dictate that that was a terrible idea, and then you just went and did it anyways. "'Tis I, Glowpeen!" Mm-hmm. I ain't got that many bullets left. I think we're actually gonna have to brawl with this dude. Yeah, take that right there. Ooh, with the parry. Oh, he parried me. Okay, okay, okay. We'll lock him up. Since we're doing the melee thing right now, can I, like, charge up my melee swing? I don't remember from the tutorial. Are you gonna counterattack or what? What are we gonna do here? Ooh, nice little combo right there. Okay, keep him lit up, keep him lit up. Got that little back step, dude. He keeps playing me with that back step. Oh, Christ! It hurts so much, but not as much on my health bar as I thought it would. There we go. What you got? Give me something good. A Planewalker jacket and some leggy armors. Is there anything inside the door that he came out of? I guess that's where it wants me to go. There's some paint thinner over here. I'm going to go get that. Everything has value. Doesn't look like there's anything else around. So let's just, like, go down into the little hovel. And hopefully it works out okay. So the flashlight's for, like, the really, really dark areas. Okay. Feels like it's going to be easier to navigate this place in first-person view, so that's what I'm going to do.
Show yourself. I promise not to faint.
I need more strength. I'm not strong enough. Hold on. How do I increase an attribute? Skill XP. Oh, I have 1,000 XP. Do I get like 1 point when I do that? It says that I need a required skill or facility in order to do that, so maybe I gotta build something, or let's just climb over this obstruction. Maybe we'll come back for it later. Hey, man.
Good evening, stranger. The fact that you haven't attacked me on sight is a promising start to this conversation.
Why would I attack you?
Statistically speaking, 50% of murder victims in the zone die because of their valuables, or meat.
Did you say meat?
Yes, meat. About 70% of water, 20% proteins, 7% fat. The rest are carbohydrates, minerals, and vitamins. Very nourishing. However, consuming it is considered a social taboo in most civilized societies. Hence, it's, well, not on my menu. I'm Leonid, by the way. And who are you, stranger?
I'm Cole Gray. What are you doing here exactly?
I was on my way to see someone and got attacked by some brutes. Took refuge in this old warehouse. The barricade behind me should sustain at least 500 kilograms of pressure. It's safe for now.
Why do you look like Chernobylite?
A universal side effect of mixing human DNA with Chernobylite. It's fascinating how the biopigments are absorbing Chernobylite in bodies of the mutants.
So, like, what's our plan now?
I'm on an important mission. I'm trying to recover a blueprint that will allow me to create a cure for Chernobylite poisoning.
Okay.
Yes, a disease which culminates in the Chernobylite taking control and transforming the body. Every mutant suffers from it. Standard medications for this condition only slow down its progression. I would prefer to keep control over my mind. Affirmative. There's a 99.9% probability that we both want to meet the same person. The medical blueprint I need is hidden somewhere in Igor's base. Since you're headed that way, can you get the blueprint and bring it to me?
If it's worth my time, yeah.
Affirmative. Material gains are an expected way of compensating individuals like you. I will make sure that your efforts are rewarded.
Right. So, what's the plan?
I stashed some means for personal defense in one of the crates behind you. I won't be needing them after all, but they'll increase your chances of survival. Here's the key. Retrieve them and come back to me.
All right. Is it this crate? Ah, use rusty key. A tough gas pipe, a shotgun. I mean, a shotgun's good. I was about to just be like a pipe, seriously, but there's a shotgun in there, so I'll take that. Where's my shotgun at? Let's equip that bad boy. So we got ourselves a little pump right here. And does that use the other ammo that I've been stacking up this entire time? It does. Okay. The spread on it's a little blunderbuss-like, but hey, I think we can make it work.
I hope the content of that crate will help to turn the tide of any future battles in your favor.
Thanks. They'll come in handy. Am I seeing things, or did you just remove the barricade with your bare hands?
Oh, yes. Mutants have certain powers, and mine just happens to be strong arms, hands, and back. Do you have any more questions before springing into action?
But not legs. Definitely not legs. That's the weakest part. My squat game is terrible. I'm good to go.
When you get to the outpost, try to find a moment to sneak to Igor's lab. Reason dictates that the formula would be there. Oh, and watch out for the brutes outside. They may be mad, but what they lack in brains, they make up for in brute strength.
I see. Wish me luck then.
Wishing someone luck won't necessarily increase their odds of success. But then again, it might lift their spirits. So, good luck, Cole.
Oh boy. I don't really know what to say about this one so far. It's such a large departure from what I expected from a Chernobylite game that I'm not exactly sure what to say about. Oh, you're a bad guy. Okay, well then I'm just gonna shotgun you in the face. Enemy awareness seems like it needs work. Oh my god, okay. Did he just block a gunshot with a pipe? He is the chosen one. Huh. Well, I'm interested to see where it goes. It's got a certain wonky quality to it that I didn't expect because, as I recall, the first Chernobylite game was actually really well put together. The problem with the first Chernobylite game was just that it was really repetitive once you got to the mid-game because you were playing the same maps over and over and over again with minor changes. But everything from the animation work to the modeling to the lighting and everything else in that game looked great. This feels significantly lower budget, but it also feels like they tried to go in a completely different direction with it. And from the amount of skill checks and things that I've seen, I am curious. I do like gameplay where they frequently reference your stats and whatnot, but there is sort of like a weird, wonky, cheap feeling to it from time to time, especially when you're in like melee combat and whatnot. So we'll have to wait and see if it becomes one of those things like Alpha Protocol, where it becomes beloved despite the fact that it's got flaws up in there. Or if once we get further on into the game, which I'm planning on playing this when it comes out now that I've seen what it is, I guess I'll have to dig a little bit further. But for the moment, you can go check out the demo for yourself. It obviously goes further than where we are right now. My name is Splattercat. I'll see y'all later. Thanks for hanging out, and that's about all I got for you. Bye, folks.